All right. I'm Matt.
And I'm Sophia. Welcome to the Nightly on Hatch Plus, where it's always sweater weather. How are you, Matt?
I'm all right, thank you. I'm glad that it actually is sweater weather now. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah, it's getting closer.
Yeah, I tried to turn the heating on for the first time today. And it's
Mm.
been so long that the sort of gadget thing that controls the temperature is seemingly dead. So that's it, yeah. I don't want to burden you with my troubles, but that's on the agenda for tomorrow.
Of course.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm hoping it'll be sweater weather soon here. I haven't worn a sweater yet.
Oh, really?
I've worn a long sleeve.
Are you pretty good with a chill, like cold weather?
No, it's because it's a lot cooler where you are.
Oh. What we're talking? How warm is it where you are?
Well, does it mean anything to you if I say it in Fahrenheit?
It doesn't, but I'll do the conversion.
It is 70 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Sounds really hot. But Fahrenheit.
I mean, of course, but that is also hotter. But I would imagine it's like much cooler in the UK.
Oh, okay. Only by about, I reckon, so that's about 21 degrees Celsius. So it's probably about maybe like 5 or 6 degrees cooler here, I reckon.
Okay. So yeah, I'm waiting on the sweater weather, but I think it's right around the corner. Other than that, I'm pretty good. I'm trying to think if anything crazy's happened to me. Not really. If anything insane has happened in my life, I'm like, no. I'm feeling lighter because I did a huge clean out of my apartment this weekend that literally took us like 7 hours.
Oh, wow.
So that's something that I'm like grappling with, but it's good to have it done.
It's a good time to do it. I think this is a better time than, I know spring is stereotypically like it's the spring clean, isn't it? But this is better, I think, doing it now.
Yeah, I think that like a pre-winter clean out makes the most sense because it's like that's when you're inside the most also.
Yeah, that's so true. Otherwise you just sit around clutter all winter.
Yeah. And then in like when it gets like warm again, you're like, I'm outside. I don't care what my house looks like. But I feel like it's like nesting time.
Yeah. Do you know what? I might do that as well now. I've never thought of it like that until you said it, but that makes so much more sense.
I can't recommend it enough. We did my entire apartment. It was more like clearing stuff out, not like cleaning stuff, if that makes sense. Because I just have a ton of like storage in my apartment that we hadn't gone through. And then next weekend, I'm going to do my room, I think, and do like a big closet clean out and stuff. Because I'm like, yeah, I want everything to feel lighter going into the colder months.
Yes, I've always been bad for that. Getting rid of clothes, I find really hard. Even if I've not worn something for like 2 years, I still think, but what if? What if the day comes where I go, oh, where's that jacket?
What if I grow into it?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. What's her name? The lady who does the clearing out stuff, where it's like...
Marie Kondo?
Yes, that's it, where everything should bring... If something doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it. That's
so crazy.
That's extreme, isn't it?
I don't know. We need to figure out our definition of joy.
Yeah, because like boxers don't give me joy per se, but I'm in trouble if I chuck them all out.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I think it's a good... I think it... Well, I don't know. I'm like... Yeah, with clothes specifically also, I'm like... I guess it's a good guiding light, but I do think also boring clothes tend to give me joy. So it's just personal. It's all personal. Okay, well, speaking of Marie Kondo, I have some stuff I want to tell you about it, and I feel like one of them is slightly related to what we're talking about right now.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay, the first thing, because of this apartment clean out, I've been just like looking at different home stuff. So one of them is that I've been looking at a lot of woodworking projects because I want to learn how to do woodworking. And so I've been doing that on Pinterest. And I was actually even looking at classes, and I was going to sign up for a woodworking class.
Oh, that's cool.
And I am going to, but then as I was going to sign up for it, the class did disappear. It got fully booked. So that's going to be something I get to do next month.
So what sort of woodwork are we talking here? Like whittling or like wood, like turning?
I don't think it's either. The place that I was looking, it's like you build a stool, basically.
Okay, that's cool.
I think it's just basic concepts of woodworking. But the wood turning is cool. That's where you can make like bowls and stuff.
Yeah, that's really good. I had a mate who used to be able to do that. He'd just make fruit bowls for fun.
It's cool.
And they look amazing. They look really expensive.
Yeah, my roommate made one. And that's where I found out about this studio I was looking at to see about the classes. But then I was like getting carried away and going on Pinterest and being like, oh my God, imagine like, I bet there's so much stuff I could make once I learned how to do this. But I feel like that literally would be like in 2 years from now.
Yeah, probably not week one of the class. You can make a new bed frame.
Certainly not. Certainly not.
Okay, that's a cool thing to get into, though.
Yeah. Are you handy at all?
Not. Well, I try, which I think that's the main thing, isn't it? It's the thought that counts.
It really is.
I think I need instructions.
I feel like half of the battle is trying.
Yes. Well, it depends who you are, but yeah.
You need to try plus instructions.
Yeah.
Do you like just try on your own, or do you watch like a video?
I'll have to watch a video just to get a gist. But it's like basic sort of plumbing and DIY things. I can kind of do bits. But if it's like a creative start from scratch, you've got a piece of wood, make something cool, that I don't think I could do that. But I could do something if it was quite logical and,
well, yeah,
just pipes fitting together. I could do that.
Of course. Well, I feel like this making something cool is like, that takes a long time to learn because that's like artistic expression.
Yeah.
Whereas the other stuff is just kind of like skill based.
Yeah, that is very, very true.
But that's my dream. I would love to become more handy.
What, in terms of just for your own, like, being able to fix things, or like, could you see that as you could make stuff and sell it?
Well, both. For sure, that's amazing, the making stuff and selling it. But I think like practically it would be awesome to just be like, I could fix that leak or whatever.
I have had the same thoughts, like trying to go through like an electrician's course and a plumber's course and stuff. So you can just kind of take everything in-house. But
yes.
Yeah, it turns out entire careers are actually quite complicated and can't be learned in a weekend, which is really annoying.
Yeah, that's a kind of a trade. But then there are some stuff that I'm like, there's obviously, I do not mean to discount any of the work of this, but then there's some stuff where it is like, oh, you can do that on your own. Like, I can hang stuff, but I would love to feel like confident in my ability to like hang a shelf and not be like scared.
Yes. I think the real test of that is if you could hang a shelf above your bed.
Yes, and feel like fine.
That's the test, whether you know you're competent or not. Yeah. If you can sleep, then great.
Yeah, if you can get to sleep after that. No, that's actually so true. So that's kind of like, I would just love to learn those things. But that's one thing I was looking at. And then I also was like, I kind of want to move, even though I did just do this apartment clean out, but I just kind of am like over where I'm living. So I saw literally a beautiful apartment on Zillow, which is an app. Do you guys have that?
No.
Everything I'm like, do you guys have that?
Is it what, like a kind of estate agent app kind of thing?
Basically, yeah. It like can show you rentals, but also it's like a fun tool of it is that like if you're at someone's house that they own, you can just like look up the address and it will tell you how much they paid for it.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
That kind of thing. I also love like if I'm walking around and I see like an exterior of a house that looks really cool, I'll look it up and then you can like see the interior oftentimes on the website because it'll show you.
That's a really good idea. I do think we've probably got a version of it, but I don't have it. But there is an app called Zoopla over here that I think does the same thing, which is, what was yours? Zillow and Zoopla? Zillow. And
it's interesting because my reaction is like Zoopla is so crazy, but Zoopla is actually like not necessarily more crazy sounding than Zillow, but maybe it's just my familiarity with it. To you, is there one of those that sounds crazier since you're not really familiar with either of them?
Zoopla is, it's one of those where the more times you say it, the more you think that can't be real. But it definitely is.
Yeah, Zoopla.
It sounds like if I had two cats, Zillow and Zoopla would be decent name choices.
Zillow and Zoopla. I thought you meant the two cats' names would be Zoo and Pla.
Or that, yeah. Zoo and Pla.
Zoopla is very like Dr. Seussian, but I love it. I mean, the names of apps, it's like, that's actually so crazy what they're naming apps. It is like, all app names are so bad. Because now I'm thinking of other rental apps. It's like the other ones I'm on are like, one of them is called like Trulia. It's like, what does that mean?
Really? What's annoying as well is that will take somebody's like a big committee of people months to come up with that.
I know.
We've got one called Right Move, that's what it should be.
Okay, but that makes kind of sense.
Yeah. Right move.
Totally.
Movehouse.com.
Yes, literally. No, the other apps I'm thinking of that I look at apartments make more sense. It's like literally apartments.com. And I'm like, that makes sense to me. I'm fine with apartments.com.
Yeah, I like it to be on the nose.
And you guys would have flats.com.
Flats.com, yeah.
But yeah, I saw a beautiful apartment and I want to go see it IRL.
Oh, okay, cool. So what are you thinking of making a bit of a move, early next year probably?
Yeah, I think that I've just lived in my apartment for like almost 4 years. And I'm kind of like, I need a change of scenery. Like, I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't think it's right for me to be living with 2 other people. I think I need to be living maximum with 1 other person.
Yeah, I totally get where you're coming from there. I didn't last very long in a house share. Doesn't play well with others. Yeah, I get that. I also get itchy feet as well after about like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I think you need that sort of bit of a shake up and a bit of a change.
Yeah. How long have you lived in the place that you live in?
We've been here like 4 years now. So it's getting to that point.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's the first time we've been somewhere where we've actually fully unpacked all the boxes.
Okay.
Because before we were just kind of bouncing around rental places.
Yeah.
And then it was, we kind of got here and I was like, right, this is it for a bit because I'm so sick of loading up my car with all my stuff.
No, you can't. You have to be somewhere for at least 3 years. I can't do like a yearly move at all.
Yeah, it is too stressful. But if you do it enough, you do get it down to a pretty fine art and it's way less stressful because you do it that many times. It's sort of, second nature.
Yeah, that's so true. I think I own too much furniture for it to be second nature at this point.
What sort of stuff are we talking? Because we had an auctioneer's near us and there was like mid-century sort of furniture. We used to go down there all the time and pick up like sideboards and stuff.
And you bought a lot?
Yeah, we didn't need it. A lot of it's in the garage. There's no room for it, but I love it.
Okay. Totally.
Have you got is it like sort of vintagey stuff?
Some of the stuff, like I have a cabinet that I'm quite fond of that's certainly like an antique cabinet. But then it's like just like a bookshelf and like a large table. It's kind of everything. A big bed frame. It's everything. And you're like, I have to get that out of here.
Yeah.
And that is actually so insane to imagine, but it's just like a part of living is getting furniture out of your house.
Yeah, as soon as you have to start taking stuff apart, that takes a move off the table for me.
I know. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get fatigued at the thought of taking my bed frame apart.
Yeah.
There's just no way to know.
Just leave it there. Make yourself a new one. You could turn yourself a new one.
No. Yeah. By the time I move, I'll be able to make myself a new one and then I'll just like leave it all behind and be like, this is it. Then my roommates would be so mad. Leaving a room filled with stuff. I'm like, that's a gift to you.
Yeah, but they're irrelevant then. They're out your life.
Yeah.
Never see them again.
Never see you guys again. Okay. The last thing I listened to that I need to tell you about is it's kind of like, okay. So I don't think you're going to know any of the things that I'm about to tell you, just assuming based on kind of what I know about you and what your interests seem to be.
I really hope I can surprise you here.
Okay. So basically, there is this guy whose name is Ned Fulmer, and do you know who that is?
Damn it. No.
No. And it's okay. It's like actually way, way better if you don't know who that is. Okay. There's just no reason to know. But he was a part of this group of guys that their name was called the Try Guys. And they were a group of guys who would post videos on YouTube. And they started out at BuzzFeed, which you do know, right?
Yes, no BuzzFeed. Yep, got that.
Totally. And so they got famous on BuzzFeed and then they went and they blazed their own trail because guess what? You make a lot more money when you blaze your own trail and don't actually work under the umbrella of BuzzFeed. 2 years ago, minimum, this guy, he got exposed for cheating on his wife, and then he got kicked out of this YouTube group of men.
Right. Okay.
It's so funny to be like, so he got kicked out of the adult male YouTube group of men. It's like, that is like the lamest thing you could possibly imagine.
It really is, yeah.
I know. It's like so funny. And so that happened. It really makes me laugh. Like, I obviously think it's like I'm not like condoning cheating. Of course, I would never do it. And because of that, he fell from grace in such a crazy way, kind of because of people being like, get him. And so he went like completely silent on social media, obviously, for years. And so did his wife.
So did they stay together?
Well, no one knew.
Oh.
Everyone just thought they were together because they put out like one statement, I think, after this all happened that was like, I think they said like, we're focusing on like co-parenting our children, which kind of implies a separation, but I think that's all that they said. And then they just like literally never posted online again.
Okay. Yeah, it's ambiguous enough, that, isn't it?
Yeah. And then like recently-ish, like within the past like couple weeks or whatever, he's of course had to make his return to the internet because his passion is to make YouTube videos and podcasts and stuff like that. It's what feeds him. And so he came back with a podcast called Rock Bottom. I'm going to tell you that he basically did a like hour and a half long episode with who we now know is basically his ex-wife. I don't think they're like legally divorced, but they're separated. And I listened to the whole thing. And it was like, I was fascinated by it because it's like, wow, for you guys to basically post like essentially a therapy session of you talking about the dissolution of your marriage, to me, is I find that highly interesting, of course.
Yeah, for the first episode as well.
Yes. And people were like loving it like online and stuff because she is kind of like saying things such as like, oh, of course I don't forgive you, and like maybe I never will forgive you. And it's like, right.
Okay.
And then he's just like publishing that. And it's like, okay, that's your choice.
What a weird move. This is the sort of thing where, like, as a knee-jerk, panicked reaction, you know, you could see it coming out like a week after the news broke or something, and then you look back on it and go, I really should have let the dust settle there and just think about it properly. But to wait, was it years?
It has certainly been at least 2 years.
That's wild.
I know. I think probably his thinking is that it's like, this is what we're going to do to address it. Because I think he probably is like, if I come back, they want me to like say something about what happened. I would hope that he's like, but maybe he'll talk about it way more actually, because the theme of his podcast is quote unquote hitting rock bottom. But I think I would assume that his idea would be like, we're going to put this out and then like that is us addressing it.
Yeah, line underneath it. But then if the podcast is called Rock Bottom, it's not like you can then go from that and be like, right, onto something lighter.
Well, I guess the premise of the podcast is that he interviews people who have hit their rock bottom, which was also funny to me because like he would be like, next week we're like interviewing someone who like something like so bad happened to or whatever, who has had like a very materially difficult life. And then his rock bottom is that he was like a multi-millionaire YouTuber who like cheated on his wife. Yeah. And so there is like a chasm actually between that and like the people that you will be talking to.
Yeah, you've got to pick the guests for that so carefully.
Yeah,
because how can you can't identify with people who've had a genuinely awful time that wasn't their fault and be like, yeah, no, I know what you mean. I lost half of my mansion. Yeah. So that was tickling me, but it was incredibly interesting. Yeah, I don't know what the proper thing would be to do in that situation if you are a person who wants to basically keep making YouTube videos because that's what like fills your heart with joy or whatever. I don't know what the appropriate thing would be to like re-enter the public sphere, but it is not that, but it is kind of awesome that I'm like, it's awesome that you put out a 90-minute podcast where you just don't look very good. It's a really bold move.
Your ex-wife gets to be like looking pretty awesome. being like, I just don't forgive you. And like, but like, we will raise our kids together. I think I also appreciated that it was more, things like this happen all the time. But what I was talking to my friend about is that things like this happen on like reality TV and then you see people like cussing each other out. It doesn't often happen where it's like this kind of scandal happens and then like you get to hear them talk in a more like caring way to each other, basically like a therapy session.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting.
I wonder what his sort of PR people must have been saying, because that's, if he said, right, my idea for coming back is I'm going to do a 90-minute podcast where I come out of it terribly. You think, well, that's a really out there strategy.
But I think they must have thought it was like good or like the best of the like evils that you could choose from.
Yeah, I suppose you've limited options.
Yeah, I think people would be really upset if he just like didn't say anything about it at all.
Yeah.
But I really don't know. It's not my job.
See what happens over the coming months if there's any fallout from it.
Yeah. one day I'll be famous enough that I have to put out a podcast episode with my ex-wife where she dogs on me for 90 minutes.
Yeah, what a great position to be in. Well, Sophia, I'm getting pretty sleepy after all that.
Yeah.
I think it's about time to turn in.
I'm pretty sleepy as well, so I'll talk to you next time. Good night, Matt.
Night, Sophia.